That's it off on racing in the opening race in your card. This is the Charlestown Racing maiden race for 4-year-old, and it's an auction maiden race for horses who have cost less than 25,000 as they make their way on up to past the post with 3 complete circuits and 15 fences ahead of them for all this afternoon's action. It is out front. Passing Pleasure is going to take them along, being chased in second by Treason DBs, who was fourth at Knockanard earlier in the season, and they in turn have been followed further back in third as they make their way on towards fence number 1 by Care's Den, who in turn is tracked out over by Elusive Shine. Further back behind these then to find a Gillespie Road in the overall back marker in the early part of the race. At this stage is Executive Producer as they head now into the back straight that's going to take them on their way towards fence number 2, and out front it is Passing Pleasure with the advantage, being chased towards the inside by Treason BBs, and they in turn have been followed further back in third by Care's Den. And next up in the field then behind these races Elusive Shine with further back and behind them to find the next one racing, which is Gillespie Road, and Executive Producer's the back marker as they disappear from view and make their way into the bend that's going to take them across towards the fence, which will be number 3, the fence before they turn back into the home straight. And out front, Passing Pleasure held the advantage when they disappeared, being chased in second down the inside by Treason ZDs, and as they reappear it's Care's Den now, who has come through on the inside, on the outside, the Passing Pleasure down the inner, and they in turn are being tracked further back in third by Treason Beezies. Elusive Shine comes next, and they're being chased by Gillespie Road, and the overall back marker continues to be Executive Producer. Making their way on towards the next one they'll be meeting, which is number 4, or 3 rather, and coming out over it in front, it is Care's Den, being followed out over it in second by, that's the next one racing, which is Passing Pleasure, and they in turn are being tracked by Treason DBs, with further back behind these to find Elusive Shine, Gillespie Road, and Executive Producer. Swinging into the straight on their way towards fences 4 and 5 that will complete their circuit. And Care's Den the outside, Passing Pleasure the inside. They in turn have been followed out over in third by Elusive Shine for the Cormac Doyle yard. The black colours that won this, the Connections won this race last year. Then the inner race is Treason ZBs in a green jacket with a yellow star on the cap. Gillespie Rose in pale colours comes next with the big white face. The overall back marker continues to be Executive Producer in maroon. As they come up to jump the fence, that'll be their last in couple of circuits time, and over in front, down the inner, just about with the lead, races Passing Pleasure and James Welsh. They in turn are being chased in second spot by Care's Den, the mount of Bertie Finn, and they in turn then are being chased then the inside and third by Treason ZBs and Turn Power, with out wider still to find Elusive Shine and Jack Kendrick. Next up in behind these then races Gillespie Road and Barry Stone, and last of all is Executive Producer and Jamie Scallon. Making their way on towards this next fence, fence number 6, and over in front goes Care's Den, who touches down with the advantage, being chased in second, then the inside by Passing Pleasure, and they in turn are being chased by Treason ZBs in third. Further back behind these to Elusive Shine, who in turn has been tracked. Next up in the field, as they continue to make their way on into the back straight, by Gillespie Road and then Executive Producer. Making their way on towards their next fence, fence number 6, down the back straight and over in front. And slight mistake there by Treason ZBs, briefly dropped back to 4th. But as they continue now to make their way on, it is up front, Care's Den with the advantage, being chased in second. Then the inner by Passing Pleasure. They in turn have been followed by Treason ZBs down the inner in the green jacket, and further out wide to find Elusive Shine. Further back behind these then to find Gillespie Road and Executive Producers last of all. Making their way and disappearing on out of view and rounding the bend that's going to bring them on their way towards their next fence to the meet, which will be number 8 on this circuit. And out front as they reappear, it's Care's Den still with the call, being chased in second by Passing Pleasure down the inner. They in turn are being tracked by Treason ZBs, with further back and behind these to find Elusive Shine, and they're a couple of lengths in advance over the next one racing, which is Gillespie Road, who's about 1.5 to 2 in front of the overback marker Executive Producer, who was a bit slow there and maybe dropped back to be about 3 lengths the back marker. As they make their way into the bend, that's going to straighten them on up towards fences 9 and 10, the second of which will be their last in another circuit. And out front, still showing the way, it is Kirsten with the advantage, being chased in second by Passing Pleasure. They in turn are being followed by Elusive Shine, who in turn has been chased by Trees and ZBs. And behind these then races Gillespie Road and then Executive Producer, as they make their way on towards fence number 10. Second of the two in the home straight, the fence will be their last in complete circuit's time. And there's been little change in the order since flagfall. It's Kirsten and Berhe Finn who show the way, being chased down the inside by Passing Pleasure and James Welsh. They're being followed then by Elusive Shine and Jack Hendrick. Three Zambezi's in turn and Power comes next, in turn being followed by Gillespie Road, the amount of Barry Stone. And further back behind these then to find Executive Producer and Jamie Scallon is last of all. Passing the post, 5 more fences left to jump in a circuit ahead of them, and as they do so, there's almost 3 in a line now as Three Zambezi's moves on to just about shade the advantage down the inside. In between horses goes Passing Pleasure, out wider then for Care's Den as they climb out over the 5th last fence. Further back behind these then to find Gillespie Road, and then Elusive Shine, and last of all at this point it continues to be Executive Producer. Making their way on their way into the back straight, on their way towards the fence that'll be 4th from the finish, and as they do so, up front it's close to call, but Three Zambezi's will just about chase the advantage as he takes off at the 4th last fence, being chased out over in second by Passing Pleasure. Care's Den is down the outside in third, and they in turn are being followed by an improving Executive Producer who's going into third on the inside of Gillespie Road, and the back marker therefore, but still very the 6th rather, but still very much in touch is Elusive Shine. Making their way into the bend that's going to take them around on their way across towards the 3rd last fence, and as they do so, it's close to call up front. It's Three Zambezi's who just about has the fractional advantage, being chased towards the outside by Passing Pleasure, and wider still to find Care's Den. They in turn are being followed by Executive Producer. Gillespie Road is next, and they in turn are being followed next up in the field by Elusive Shine as they go to the 3rd last, where all jump it safely. And up front, Three Zambezi's has gone on by a length and a half to 2 now, being chased in second by Passing Pleasure. Executive Producer continues to creep closer into third, and they in turn are being followed by ridden along Gillespie Road. Care's Den, the long time leader, has dropped out and has been ridden along. Also ridden then is Elusive Shine, but towards the 2nd last goes Three Zambezi's with the advantage. Mistake Executive Producer at that fence, but as they head on their way now towards their final fence, it is Three Zambezi's with the advantage from Gillespie Rose, who is laying down a strong challenge on the outside now. They in turn are being followed by Passing Pleasure, but as they go towards the final fence, it's Gillespie Road who takes off with the advantage and has the advantage by about a length. Lost one back in the field, but as they go up towards the line, it's Gillespie Road who just has the advantage from Three Zambezi's, just trying to stay on, but Gillespie Road is going to beat Three Zambezi's. Back in third behind these was Passing Pleasure, and they in turn were followed in by Elusive Shine, and further back behind these two, Executive Producer. The one we lost at the final fence was Kirsten. Glad to report Bertie Finnis to his feet.